Meteorologist Eric Brate joining me now here at the desk. Things are quiet, but as you've been telling us, that's going to change this evening.
Yeah, we're at lunchtime now. We've been talking about Friday night. That's just hours away. And we've got strong storms that are going to be working through the state, the most severe of which I think misses to the north. But severe weather is definitely something that we need to be prepared for right here in Houston. And one of the things is strong winds. So trash cans, lawn furniture, if you have it, it's unsecure, make sure it's either tied down or sheltered from potential wind. Outside right now, murky on our Kaplan Sinus Relief Camera. Temperatures warm. It's very breezy. We're going to hold in the mid-70s for the remainder of this afternoon. So temperatures, while they're warm, not the really big story today. The big story is the potential for severe weather. And boy, as you're out on the roadways today, hold on to that steering wheel a little extra tight because the wind gusts are between 30 and 40 miles per hour in some places, and that's ahead of the storms. This is just the inflow out ahead of this low pressure system. We do have a few sprinkles out there. Nothing to worry about this afternoon. Through the evening commute, we're absolutely fine. In fact, through mid-evening, we're absolutely fine. Low pressure over central Texas is beginning to wind up, and we're going to eventually push this cold front through East Texas. And that's really where you see this bullseye, the red. The warmer colors, that's the bigger risk for severe weather. Moderate risks to our north and northeast Texas. As you get to the orange, the risk goes down a little bit. Yellow, smaller still. And then the green is just a very marginal risk. So here's what we expect. We've got the potential for strong winds. Again, tie down any lawn furniture, anything that might get blown around. You don't want your garbage cans to wind up in the neighbor's yard. Yeah. Secure them now. Hail possible, isolated tornadoes, 75 up to about 120 mile per hour wind gusts from those. We don't get huge tornadoes, but they can do damage. We're not looking at the threat for flooding. These storms are going to come through very quickly as we take a look at our future cast. Within about a 3 to 4 hour window, they come into our western counties around 10 o'clock in the evening. So Bryan, Brenham, the Columbus area. They're approaching downtown close to midnight, and then they're out of here in Liberty, Chambers County by 2 o'clock in the morning. And then gone. They're racing toward Louisiana, and that sets us up for a pretty quiet weekend ahead. So here's the timing: 8 to 11 to our western counties around midnight. In Houston, 1 to 3 a.m. moving out of the Channel 2 viewing area in Liberty and Chambers County. Lower risk to our south along the coast, about a 15% chance risk, but you still have the potential for damaging winds, isolated tornadoes, and dime to half-dollar size hail. The risk goes up as you go north of I-10. We're seeing about a 30% chance for severe weather. So if you live in, say, Huntsville over toward Livingston, the Cleveland area up toward Madisonville, you are at highest risk for severe weather. But that doesn't preclude anybody down in Houston from getting severe weather too. So we all need to be prepared. It's going to happen as we go to bed tonight. So just be prepared. You might hear some thunder right around midnight if you live in the Houston area. This low pressure system eventually does eject into the Great Lakes in the northeast. High pressure takes over for the weekend, and we've got a fabulous weekend coming up. Start to finish, it is going to be a little cooler than the 70-degree weather we've got right now, but low to mid-60s, seasonable with partly to mostly sunny skies. We could do a lot worse. Your power planner then. Scattered light rain showers this afternoon through the evening commute. The evening commute is fine. Through dinner time, we're fine. It's only until we get about to 9, 10 o'clock. Then we have to start watching these storms. They're going to come out of hill country and move into southeast Texas. Get Frank's free forecast app now if you don't have it. The radar on that is fantastic. You can see the storms coming. They won't surprise you. You can be fully prepared. But yeah, we get rid of these storms tonight, and finally things settle down for the weekend, and it's a good forecast Saturday and Sunday.
Just a slight bump till we get to the weekend.
You bet.
Eric, thanks so much.